All right, Shalom. Kahalo Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatham, the water for your sacrifices and your lessons. Shalom also to the elder bishops out of Connecticut, the elders and the prophets, the teachers and evangelists also of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatham. Shalom also to the speckled bird, the confused space, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways doing its work, making yourself a living sacrifice, and last but not least, the elect. Back again with another video, praying that you be edified. And I'm not going to make this a long video. Some history about the Rockefellers and something that they did that was super wicked, that most people don't understand or know, and it probably just wasn't their time to understand that. But yeah, this devil, man, he got to go, and we do and know and understand that his time is coming soon, that he will have to leave soon. So looking forward to that. Before we do listen to the video, I wanted to get a scripture real quick. Damn, I had it. Now I lost it. I lost it. All right. So anyway, give me 1 second. What the hell happened to it? Am I reading it wrong? Where is that? Okay, there we go. Nahum 1:15, and it reads, "Behold, upon the mountains the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace, O Judah. Keep thy Solomon feast, perform thy vows, for the wicked shall no more pass through thee. He is utterly cut off." And that is a good scripture that, hopefully I can start bringing out more often, because we are looking for the wicked, who is Esau Edom, to be cut off. So with that, let's get the video, and then after that, let me get some scriptures.
In 1910, America had 165 medical schools, homeopathic schools, naturopathic schools, eclectic medicine schools that taught botanical remedies your grandmother would recognize, herbal colleges that had been trained.
And this is what this devil did, because our great grandmothers and aunts, they had remedies to fix all kinds of different things. Whether it was your family from the islands, you know what I mean, or even in the Americas at the time, in the early 1900s, there were remedies to fix things, whether you were sick or whatever, before this devil did what he did. So check it out.
Doctors for generations. By 1925, only 81 remained, and not one of them taught herbal medicine anymore. What happened in those 15 years wasn't a natural evolution of science. It wasn't doctors choosing better methods. It was in 1910, America had 165 medical schools, homeopathic schools, naturopathic schools, eclectic medicine schools that taught botanical remedies your grandmother would recognize, herbal colleges that had been training doctors for generations. By 1925, only 81 remained, and not one of them taught herbal medicine anymore. What happened in those 15 years wasn't a natural evolution of science. It wasn't doctors choosing better methods. It was a coordinated takeover orchestrated by one family with enough money to rewrite the rules of medicine itself. The Rockefellers didn't just fund medical schools, they bought them. They didn't just promote pharmaceutical medicine, they systematically destroyed every alternative. And they didn't do it because the science demanded it. They did it because there was no profit in plants you could grow in your backyard. This is the story of how American medicine became a monopoly, how botanical knowledge that had survived for centuries vanished in a single generation, and how the wealthiest family in America used philanthropy as a weapon to control what doctors could and couldn't learn. If this sounds like the kind of history they don't teach in schools, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe because we're about to pull back the curtain on one of the most successful corporate takeovers in American history. One that still shapes every prescription you fill today. Before 1900, American medicine looked nothing like it does today. There was no FDA, no standardized medical training, no pharmaceutical giants controlling prescriptions, and certainly no agreement on what medicine actually was. Medical schools operated on completely different philosophies. Regular medicine, which focused on aggressive interventions like bloodletting and mercury treatments. Homeopathic medicine, which used highly diluted substances. Eclectic medicine, which combined conventional treatments with botanical remedies. Naturopathy, which emphasized the body's natural healing capacity. And dozens of smaller schools teaching everything from chiropractic to osteopathy. None of them had a monopoly. Patients chose their doctors based on results, not credentials. If your family doctor couldn't cure your pneumonia with his methods, you'd visit the herbalist down the street. If the regular physician's treatments made you sicker, you'd try the homeopath. Competition forced every school of medicine to actually produce results or lose patients. The herbal schools were particularly successful. Schools like the Physio-Medical College of Indiana, the Eclectic Medical Institute in Cincinnati, and the National College of Naturopathic Medicine in Portland were graduating hundreds of doctors every year. These weren't fringe operations. They had decades of history, legitimate training programs, and patient outcomes that rivaled or exceeded conventional medicine. Botanical medicine had been the foundation of healthcare for thousands of years. Willow bark for pain, which we now know contains the compound that became aspirin. Foxglove for heart conditions, the source of digitalis. Cinchona bark for malaria, which gave us quinine. These weren't folk remedies. They were medicines that worked, backed by generations of documented use. But botanical medicine had one fatal flaw from a business perspective. You couldn't patent a plant. Anyone could grow willow bark. Anyone could harvest foxglove. There was no way to create a monopoly on knowledge that had been public domain for centuries. John D. Rockefeller understood this better than anyone. The call to adventure. By 1900, Rockefeller had already become the richest man in America through Standard Oil. He'd perfected the art of the monopoly, undercut competitors until they went bankrupt, then buy their assets for pennies on the dollar, control the supply chain from extraction to distribution, eliminate every alternative until customers had no choice but to buy from you. He'd done it with oil. Now he wanted to do it with medicine.
Damn devils, man. So you see how they just, and they did the same thing on another level with in the 1960s. What did they give you? Feminism. And feminism was able to change the whole dynamic of families, where now they can tax the women and the children can be raised inside of the school under what they control as far as academic studies, you know. So with that, man, let's get some scriptures real quick. First scripture I wanted to go to was Revelation 18:23. Yeah, this devil gotta go, man. And as the elder apostles on down of Great Millstone have been warning us that they're about to get ready to run down on us, man. You know what I mean? Because they know that they have no other way to continue on with their ruling that they've been having. So now it's time to use the sword, which they've been blessed with. Revelations 18:23, and it reads, "And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by the sorceries were all nations deceived." And what sorceries is that? These man-made medicines and these man-made diseases and such and so on, and also these man-made man-made diseases and these things have destroyed preferably the Israelites in the ghettos, okay? Because they predominantly sent them in those neighborhoods. Every 10 years, Esau comes up with a new drug for Jake and a new disease for Jake, and he sends them into the ghettos to destroy as much as he can, and it does damage. And the '80s was the heaviest one with the crack epidemic and the AIDS, and those tore our people down. But Yahweh Shai still has mercy on us, and look, we still was able to come out of that because they went into every major and every small town around the United States. You know what I mean? Ezekiel 47:12. And it reads, and by the river upon the bank thereof, on this side and on that side, shall grow all trees for meat, whose leaf shall not fade, neither shall the fruit thereof be consumed. It shall bring forth new fruit according to his months, because their waters they issue out of the sanctuary, and the fruit thereof shall be for meat, and the leaf therefore for medicine. And this is what they did. They destroyed all the natural things. Esau is against everything that's organic and natural from Yahweh and Yahushua. That's how we know who the devil and the wicked is. Because he's an adversary. That's what devil means, adversary. And he's an adversary against Yahweh and Yahushua, against everything Yahweh and Yahushua set up and made. Okay? Another scripture. Sirach 38:4. Hold on 1 second. Sirach 38:4, and it reads, Yahweh the Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So this is what we're trying to go back to. You always hear the elder apostles, especially when they're doing their street ministry, they tell you about going back to medicines and the organic remedies to fixing and to clear things. And there's books and everything out that they try to hide for years to help you heal. You know what I'm saying? That are every tree and every leaf and fruit and thing that the Most High has made serves a purpose. Every creature, I must say, it serves a purpose for the Most High. Every creature. Jeremiah 30:17. For I will restore health unto thee, Salakia, and I will heal thee with thy wounds. Of thy wounds, I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. But now things are changing, man. That's why this devil has got to go. Okay? He has really got to go, man. He is destroying the earth. He is rotting the place. He's rotting the place down. Okay? Let's go to Isaiah 29:12. I believe. Is that, hold up. Salakia, we're going to start at 15. Uh-oh. Isaiah 29 and 15, and it reads, Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh. And their works are in the dark. That's the wicked, that's those devils. And they say, Who seeth us? And who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him, Salakia. Yeah, Salakia for that. I had to make a quick call. So Isaiah 29 and 15. 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say to him that made it, He made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, He had no understanding? Let's go to Isaiah 45 and 9, and it reads, Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, What makest thou? Or thy work, he hath no hands? I got another scripture. And that's this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to play the Most High, but you want to tell the Most High how to do things, or you want to tell His people how to do things, and you try to force it on them. You know what I mean? We see how you get down, man. We can't wait for Yahweh Shah to come back and get you up out of here, man. That's the only thing I'm waiting on, man. I'm ready to get out of here. Romans 9 and 20. Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Esau, shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? So any and everything that this devil does, you have to understand that it's against the Most High and His people. Okay. One more scripture. I gotta get out of here. I gotta bust a move. And I got some studying to do. Micah 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. Woe to them that diverge iniquity and work evil upon their beds, says devil. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And this is what this devil has done. Everything that he knows, we can rely on, including the names of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, he's taken away from us. Or he's hid from us, not taken away, he's hid from us. But Yahweh Shai is bringing it back. So with that, I would like to say you edify with the lesson, man. I didn't want to make it long. And I just want to say, Call Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kahak Radash, Shalom. Salutations and double honors again, too. The elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. The water for your lessons and your sacrifice. And Shalom to the elect. Shalom.